I feel very high-end right now. I might not look high-end right now, but I feel high-end, and that's all that matters. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Alatorre. Join the family and hit that subscribe button. We're going into another new in beauty today, mainly drugstore. ColourPop, we don't count it as drugstore, but it's affordable. I don't think anything in this video was over 20 bucks, I think. Not sponsored in any way. However, I did use like 90% Physicians Formula today because they launched this organic wear collection. So I was really excited to try that out. I judged it by its cover. I was like, I don't like this like dropper bottle, but it performs like a high-end foundation, which is shocking. The ColourPop concealer I'm trying in today's video as well. The Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. Just lots of goodness in today's video that is affordable. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. I'm gonna be starting off with the eyes today because sometimes drugstore eyeshadow isn't the most pigmented, but you can make it the most pigmented by applying it to a tackier surface versus completely setting your eyelids with powder or waiting until the foundation dries down. So today's foundation that I'm also gonna be using on my face in just a bit is this new Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir with jojoba oil, not jojoba, or jojoba. Wait, what is it? I don't know. It does have a dropper as the dispenser, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I can live. So I'm just taking my sponge and applying the foundation to the eyelids as my eyeshadow base. And then I don't have a new powder that I want to use, so I'm going to use this number 7 Translucent Perfect Loose Setting Powder, and I'm just going to dust that lightly onto the brow bone and the crease and then this outer edge, so that way when I blend the shadows it doesn't get choppy or start to skip. We'll get a nice blend from a drugstore eyeshadow. I think sometimes, you guys, we immediately put the blame on the product, but sometimes it's the technique as well that can change the way something goes on the skin or the face. I feel like I've dabbled with these before on my channel. I'm not sure if I've used this exact palette. I'm gonna go for more of these earthy tones. And the first color I'm going to pick up is, surprise, surprise, this one right here. And I'm gonna toss this into the crease. It's gonna create like a really nice base color for the rest of this look. And starting with this outer edge, just patting it in first because the surface is tacky right here, remember. We only set brow bone and crease. So patting it in. And then once I've gotten a good amount of color, I'm gonna start blending it up into the crease and then bringing it almost all the way in. And I'm also really gonna extend it out in this direction. So I'll even open my eyes just to see the shape and where I'm going. Tell me that is not pigmented, okay? This is already looking so beautiful. I'm gonna go in with this, it's kind of like a taupey green. It looks green in person, but on the eyes it looks more taupey. I'm gonna pick up the shadow and then apply it to the crease and sort of blend it in halfway. And then with a more flat brush, so I can really pack on the color, I'm gonna take the one right next to it, this one right here, and kind of fill in the rest of the eye. And this is gonna be kind of like, wait, is it? Why does it look brighter? It looks, you guys, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm gonna take this one and apply it to that inner part of the eye right here. And then with the lightest gold right here, I'm just gonna pop that into the inner corner. I'm looking a little crazy, so let's go ahead and apply this foundation to the rest of the face. You guys will see it is too dark for me. I wish I was this color, but the foundation is so nice. Like even when I just swatched it, I was like, wow, this is like a high-end foundation. So I dispensed it onto the powder brush. Just gonna blend it out right here. I mean, it looks so yellow. I mean, look at that coverage. The way it looked in the bottle and the way it's packaged, I assumed it would be like a really light coverage foundation, and it's definitely not. It's definitely way more full coverage, but still has a really thin consistency, so it doesn't feel heavy. I'm gonna try and balance out the color with concealer. I wanna go back and find it in store and get my actual color, but for now, this will do since I couldn't find it earlier. Tell me from this side to this side, the coverage isn't phenomenal. And it doesn't, like in person, it literally doesn't look heavy at all. I usually stay away from full coverage foundations. They're too cakey for me, or they tend to, a lot of full coverage foundations tend to have a more matte finish and also look powdery at the end and chalky. This does not look chalky, doesn't look powdery. It looks like skin, very comparable to high-end foundations. And I honestly feel like I just discovered a new awesome drugstore foundation. Like, we just gotta find the right color. You know what I feel I look like right now? I look like that challenge that was going around back in the day, the 100 layers of whatever. I feel like I'm wearing 100 layers of foundation because it looks that flawless and full coverage, but honestly, it feels like nothing. But now I'm going to try and balance out this color by using this ColourPop concealer. It is the new Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. I will say, out of the whole shade range, some of the colors were a little weird. Like, a lot of the colors looked really gray and pink and almost like dusty. But I was able to pull 3 colors that I thought would match me. Shades Medium 90W, Light 45W, and Light 50W. So I'm gonna use Light 45W to try and balance out the foundation color. Oh yes, it looks really nice, and I feel like the color is actually balancing out. I don't look like a hot Cheeto. Not even a hot Cheeto, a cheesy Cheeto. Original Cheeto. Okay, this concealer has won me over. I think it looks so nice. It blended out super, super nice. It's got a great coverage, nice finish, and combined with the Physicians formula, I feel very high-end right now. I might not look high-end right now, but I feel high-end, and that's all that matters. The ColourPop concealer is not creasing. Every concealer known to man has crease under my eyes, minus the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer and this new ColourPop one. I'm still gonna set it because I always do, no matter what. My eyes are just prone to creasing. Some eyes are more creasy than others, mine being one of them, so I always like to press the powder into my under eyes versus just lightly dusting it with a brush. Okay, I honestly don't know why my hair kept getting so frizzy. I had to pull it back, give myself an instant facelift, which is perfect because we're going into bronzer. Now I can see my cheekbones. I'm going to be continuing the Physicians formula theme here. They also came out for holiday with these little face palettes. They come in trios. So we have the bronzer palette, which I'm going to be using for my bronzer. Has 3 shades like so, matte, and then 2 with shimmer in it. We have the highlighter palette, which I'm going to be using as my highlighter. These are so buttery, oh my god. Just swatching them, I was shocked. And then the Glow face palette. I mean, all of these are buttery, hence the name Butter. They really milk their butter collection because they know it's good. This one has highlighter, blush, and bronzer, but I like that the highlighter palette has more of those gold tone highlighters in it to match the eyes, whereas this one is kind of like that frosted look. I'm gonna dabble in each one of the palettes, starting off with the bronzer palette. And I'm gonna be using the lightest shade because it is matte. This one might be too dark on me, but you can amp up your contour with this as well. It almost smells like bananas. I don't know if you guys are a fan of that scent. I am. Reminds me of vacation. Just build up the color. I just feel like the other 2 might be, well no, I could use the medium toned one too. This color is perfect. I like bronzers that aren't too warm, which is why I wouldn't use the one in the middle, but what I would use one in the middle for is blush. So colors like this are great if you want like a neutral blush look. You don't want to actually use like a pink or a berry because it might contrast the eyes. So I'm actually going to toss this on and use the pink blush from the other palette. But I'm going to toss this onto the apples so you guys can see what I mean. And it's got that nice shimmer in it, whereas the other one was matte. See that? I feel like it got a little blotchy. I'm gonna pick up another, I'm gonna use a clean brush and go in with the blush to try and balance it out because it's looking blotchy. I don't know if that's the powder's fault or the bronzer, but I don't like what I'm seeing. So I'm going in with the pink blush from the Glow face palette. You can see there's like a patch where it got stuck there and I just don't know what is there. And I'm hoping and I'm gonna be using, I think, a combination of these 2. And it's so interesting when your brush picks up these powders, it almost looks like a cream. So I like to kind of blend it into my arm first just so that I get a nice even application when I actually go on the face like so. And look at that glow. It might just be like the angle I'm looking at. I don't know if it's the angle or what, but it looks so blotchy on this side. I'm gonna mist myself with another product from the Organic Wear collection from Physicians Formula. This is the Nutrient Mist Facial Spray, and I'm hoping once I mist myself, it'll all kind of like blend into the skin. Mist usually fixes all your makeup woes, but we'll see. I don't know what's happening here. I'm gonna fill in my waterline with a liner, but now I kind of want to. So I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel pencil liner in the shade 910 Bold Brown. I don't think this is new, but I want to stick with the drugstore theme. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to fill in the waterline. I'm gonna further intensify my inner corner highlight with the highlighter palette. The colors on the packaging throw me off because they look nothing like this. I'm gonna use that middle shade, the really gold one, and just pack it onto that inner corner to further intensify it. It's crazy how this eyeshadow turned out looking more like a bronzed goddess when that's not what I was going for, but it just kind of, it went there. I don't know what happened. Okay, brows. I'm gonna be using a brow product I've used before, the e.l.f. brow pencil. And then for mascara, I'm not too sure yet what I want to use, so I'll come back and check in with you guys on that. I need to start using this in my tutorials and not always use the Dior brow pencil. I love the Dior one, you guys know it's my absolute favorite, but like e.l.f. clear brow gel to set them in place. You know what, I'm feeling some type of way about the highlighters. Like, I love them, but they do look like they don't blend out. They're very intense. It's a great highlighter. It will give you the glow, but I feel like they just don't blend out as nicely because they are so buttery. They tend to just stick to areas. So when I looked at my nose up close, you could see like the exact line going down my nose versus it being like diffused and blended into the skin. It's just kind of like a streak of highlighter. So I would just be careful with those. I love them. It's just, they take a little extra love and care. I forgot I had this guy. This is the ColourPop Volumizing Mascara. Just in black. I think it comes in various colors. So I'm gonna put this guy to the test. I do like the brush. I prefer fluffy brushes, big, large, fluffy brushes over plastic brushes or bristles. So this looks like the kind of mascara I would like. So let's just try it on one eye and then I'll show you guys a before and after, or compare one side with mascara and one side without. This is one of those items that I wish I had tried when I first got it, because look at this! This mascara looks incredible. It does start to get a little clumpy after coat 3. This is like 3 coats of this mascara, so just be aware of that. Mine also, I feel like, has been sitting in the drawer for a while, so it could be on the drier side, but for ColourPop, you know this is affordable, and it looks like some of my high-end mascaras. Like, for the lip, I'm gonna be going super nude, and actually, I wanted to share with you guys another item from the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Collection. This Nourishing lipstick is so pigmented. The only reason I'm not using it is because I feel like the color doesn't match. This one's red. Let's see which other 2 colors. The colors just don't match what I have on my face, like. But just look at how pigmented these are. Watch, one swipe. I mean, that could be pretty. I'm gonna try it with the nude also, but these are just so pigmented. I had to show it to you guys. The bullet is exactly like the Dose of Colors lipsticks, which had me thinking it might be like the same, what is it called? Like product filler person, the person that makes like the bullets. Same manufacturer, because it's the exact same cut on this bullet. So if this came in a nude, I think it would be amazing. The nudes that they came out with come in a different formula. It's more like a lip balm, like a tinted lip balm. They look like this. It wouldn't be a Melissa video without me dropping something. And these kind of look like that. Dang it. There it is. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back, looking like a little cholita. Memories. Flashback to how I did my makeup in high school. I outlined my lips with BFF3 lip liner from ColourPop. Nothing new there. And then for my lip color, I'm going to be using this Maybelline SuperStay Matte Ink in the shade Driver. I feel like this one's been around. I don't know. I'm going to use it anyway to keep it all drugstore. Alright, that is a wrap on today's video, guys. It ended up coming out more 90s-esque, and I'm here for it. I love the way it turned out. Even though I'm not seeing those fall earthy tones on my eyes, I overall just really like the way everything paired together. All the tones, the gold tones with the brassy or bronze. Love it. I don't think there was a single awful thing in today's video that would be like, no, don't go for it. I would just say watch out for the butter highlighters because they tend to build up on the skin, but I also like sweeping them on or patting them on because you get more of an intense finish from them versus blending them. But I'm gonna try using them again in a buffing motion. They obviously make your skin glowy and are beautiful, but just again be wary of the technique. Like I said earlier in the video, sometimes it's technique, it's not the product that is causing a certain product to perform or look the way it does. The Physicians Formula Organic Wear, the foundation, yes, definitely gonna go out and get this in my color, my real color, even though I somehow managed to salvage this, but I mean, it just looks so, it looks high-end. It's translating high-end, and the fact that the ingredients are supposed to be a little bit better in this collection had me sold on it. So yeah, I think everything that I tried from the Organic Wear collection was bomb. Check out the lip colors, the mascara from ColourPop. Everything was great. I hope you guys, as usual, enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything from the drugstore that you would want me to try in a new and beauty, because I feel like there's so much that comes out that I miss a lot of it. So if there's a particular item that maybe caught your eye while you were skimming the aisles at the drugstore, let me know so I can include it in a future video. And I'm gonna leave it here. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.